Nikola Jokic will go down in history as one of the greatest centers of all time. A player who single-handedly revolutionized not just a team's fortunes, but also shifted certain dynamics within the NBA and even reshaped how the center position is viewed in basketball. The Serbian star not only has an on-off impact that defies logic and surpasses that of any other player in league history, but he has also reignited the need for a certain level of physicality under the basket in an era dominated by the seemingly unstoppable rise of small ball lineups. Moreover, the three-time MVP has demonstrated just how effective it can be to run a significant portion of a team's offense through a big man. This approach has paved the way for players like Domantas Sabonis and Alperen Şengün to carve out important roles within their respective teams. The perception of NBA draft prospects has inevitably shifted as well, with teams now more than ever recognizing the potential of a center with Jokic-like qualities to become a cornerstone of their franchise. So today, I'll introduce you to Danny Wolf, an Israeli center from Michigan with a skill set comparable to Jokic's, along with two other lesser-known centers who share striking similarities with the Serbian NBA superstar. Danny Wolf is a 7-foot, 255-pound center playing for Michigan. Currently in his third season of college basketball, he spent his first 2 years at Yale, where he notably led an upset victory over fourth-seeded Auburn in last year's NCAA tournament. Wolf is a complete and efficient player, as evidenced by his impressive statistics. His offensive production is top-notch, his shooting splits are excellent, and his ability to impact games has seamlessly adapted to his new environment this season. Compared to his last season at Yale, Wolf is taking 3 fewer shots per game but converting them at a significantly higher rate. His three-point shooting has improved, just like his assist average. These improvements are also reflected in his advanced statistics, with the Israeli center currently ranking 18th in box plus-minus among all Division I NCAA players. This all led him to be the projected 21st pick in the upcoming NBA draft, according to ESPN's latest mock draft. But his stock is rising, and it wouldn't be surprising to see him climb even higher in the next few weeks. Let's now dive into the scouting report of this prospect. The first standout feature of Danny Wolf, which draws comparisons to Jokic, is his ability to read the defense and find the open teammate in any situation, whether in post-up or facing the basket. This encourages his teammates to move off ball and cut frequently, and allows him to run pick and rolls as the ball handler as well. Having a big man who can make the right decisions in various situations is crucial in the modern NBA. The 2010 Spurs had Boris Diaw, the Warriors have Draymond Green, and this year's Cavaliers have significantly improved offensively thanks to the enhanced decision-making of Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen. Speaking of the Cavs, I recently broke down Kenny Atkinson's playbook on IG. Follow me there to catch this and other in-depth analysis you won't find here on YouTube. You can find my profile link in the description. Another characteristic that both the Israeli and the Serbian center share is their effectiveness in post-ups. Wolf, for instance, is a player with exceptional fundamentals and outstanding footwork, traits that mesh well with his nice touch around the rim. When you combine all these qualities with his ability to find open teammates, as previously mentioned, the former Yale center becomes extremely dangerous in post-up situations. This means that defending him with a double team probably isn't the best choice, since it often leads to an open shot for one of his teammates. Then there's his three-point shooting. This aspect of his game shows two particularly encouraging signs for his NBA future. First, his percentages have been steadily improving. Compared to the first times I saw Wolf in action, during FIBA-organized youth competitions a few years back. I can say that he has made significant strides in this area, and his reliability from beyond the arc is now solid. The second encouraging sign is his shooting mechanics, which are exceptionally clean for a 7-footer. These qualities not only make him a threat in spot-up situations, but also an excellent pick-and-pop player. The fourth aspect of his game that I want to highlight is his mobility. From these clips, the player in question doesn't even seem like a 7-foot center. His movements are so fluid that he almost resembles a guard. He's incredibly agile and can put the ball on the floor, making him tough to guard for other big men, especially when they have to stay far from the basket or close out on the perimeter. On top of that, his quickness also benefits him on the defensive end, where it's not uncommon to see him staying in front of smaller players and blocking their shots. So switching on screens might be an option for him in the next level too, and that's one of the biggest reasons why Wolf is gaining so much popularity among NBA scouts. He's also an exceptional rebounder, largely due to his knack for being in the right place at the right time, combined with the mobility I mentioned earlier. The stats back this up. Wolf is currently the 14th leading rebounder in the NCAA, averaging 10.1 per game. Additionally, once he secures a defensive rebound, he has the ability to put the ball on the floor and initiate the fast break himself, rather than wasting crucial seconds making outlet passes. This skill makes him even more valuable and his skill set translatable to the NBA game. Now, let's shift our focus to the other two players mentioned at the beginning of the video. The first is Aday Mara. He's a 7'3" Spanish center who, until 2 years ago, seemed destined to be a top 10 pick in the 2024 NBA draft. The reason he didn't declare for the draft is evident in his statistics. His time at UCLA hasn't panned out as expected, and this season Mara seems destined again for a marginal role with the Bruins. What initially caught the attention of many, including myself, is Mara's versatile skill set. He combines traditional center traits like dominance under the basket, rebounding ability, and shot blocking, with qualities typically seen in smaller players, such as high basketball IQ, court vision, and an outside shot, although the latter isn't entirely reliable yet. Mara's best performances have come in FIBA youth competitions with the Spanish national team, where the system emphasized reading the game and constant movement of both the ball and players. All 5 players were involved offensively and needed to read the game regardless of their position. The more traditional style of play at UCLA has hindered him, making him appear regressed, but Aday Mara remains an impressively talented 19-year-old prospect. The second player is Hansen Yang, a 7'1" center who plays for the Qingdao Eagles in the Chinese Basketball League. While he hasn't garnered the same level of attention as Mara, the quality of his play is on par with the Spanish center. At first glance, Yang might seem like an old-school big man, but much like Mara, he blends traditional center traits with those of a modern big man. In fact, his ability to anticipate plays on the court is something I've rarely seen in prospects of his kind. He's 19 like Mara, but he's already a key player for his team. Although the Chinese league differs from the NCAA, his stats tells he's a player ready to make an impact on the court since day one. Last summer, Yang participated in the California Classic of the NBA Summer League with Team China. Though his performances weren't up to his usual standard, it's important to note that it was only a 3-game stint in an entirely new context for him. This might not have been his last interaction with the NBA though, as Yang currently ranks 80th on the ESPN 2025 NBA Draft Big Board. his chances of making it to the NBA next summer, either through the draft or as an undrafted free agent, are very real. That's all for today, guys. If you enjoyed watching this video, feel free to support the Eurostep project by liking the video and subscribing to my channel. If you want to follow me on IG too, you can find the link to my page in the description.